Titans. Season 1 is Khosi. Hey, 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 hey. Khosi, ladies and gentlemen, takes it home. Khosi, the winner of Big Brother Mzansi.
Wow.
And Niger together. Titans, baby, it's happening right now. Khosi has just won the coveted prize of $100,000. $100,000 goes to Khosi. As she celebrates.
All right, such beautiful moments over there, and you saw all it for yourselves, you know, a couple of months ago. And well, sometimes it gets to that point where you feel like, okay, this is where I am right now. And when it gets there, you want to make sure you carry the world along. And this is what she's been doing ever since that she took over that winning, you know, champion. And she's visited a couple of places. She's in Ghana. So those of you out there who've seen it on social media, she's right here with us in the studio. So let me welcome our guest in the studio. She's a special guest. So let me welcome her especially. Marcus Azani.
Hey!
Kosi Chava.
Oh, wow. I'm impressed.
Oh, you are?
I'm impressed.
Really?
Yes, that literally just rolled out of your tongue.
Ukuluma Sisi Zulna.
Hey, now. Who's teaching this man?
Johnny.
Gapila, how are you?
Johnny Wena.
Gapila, how are you? Gapila. Yes.
So, I'm tempted to say Akwaba, or, you know, on the other side for you to respond, but I know that would be difficult for you.
Thank God you didn't.
But I mean, good to say congratulations to you. I mean, it's been quite a journey, huh?
Yes, it's been quite a journey. And it seems like there's still a long way to go. It doesn't seem like we're anywhere close where we're supposed to be. So the journey continues.
How do you see yourself watching that moment?
You know what's funny about watching it? It's like I always notice the delay when they said my name, like the delay in reaction. Like they said my name and I still didn't hear it.
Yeah.
And then like it took some time for me to like hear it. So I always find that interesting actually, yeah.
You had a very adventurous life in the world of journalism. And you decided that, you know what, let me just hold on this adventure and hop onto another adventure. How so?
I don't think it was something too difficult to decide or completely out of line. But I do think that I was just living a life that was too predictable. Everyone knew where I would be doing what, so I needed something different, you know, something that would change my life. And when I heard that Big Brother Titans have came in, I was like, okay, maybe this is it.
And that was just a deciding moment for you. How did your family take it? I mean, over the world, reality shows like Search comes under a lot of scrutiny from parents.
I think for everyone else, you know, my family actually trusts me because I think they understand that I've always been good in terms of taking decisions. So they trust my decision. But my mom was the only one not quite feeling the whole thing. She was like, you're doing so well as a journalist. You know what I mean? And you've studied for so many years. Like, this is what you've always wanted. Because I've aspired to be a journalist from the age of 8. And all my life, I worked towards it. And then I finally get a job, and I had been employed for, I think, less than 3 months.
The radio station?
Yes. And it was amazing. It was great because it's one of the biggest radio stations in South Africa. Like, it's big, it's huge. So it was amazing and life-changing for me and my family. But then to hear that now, I just want to drop it for a reality show that I don't even get paid for, because that was my mom's, because I'm like, do they pay you? And I'm like, well, you win $1 million.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but
even
like
that's a competition, by the way, so you're not guaranteed.
Yeah, that's the thing. She's like, I don't get it. It's like, I don't get it. We've prayed for this moment, and now you're just gonna take off and leave it. So yeah, but eventually she understood. I had to make her understand that, you know, the world actually works differently now. You know, you can be self-employed, you can get such opportunities and make the best out of it. I had to tell her my plan, which even now it's something that I'm still doing. I told her, like, this is the plan.
Yeah.
And she fortunately understood, and she was in support. My family is very supportive, so yeah, they've been amazing.
I know the kind of life, you know, that comes with getting into a certain place for the first time, and you knowing that there's a lot of things at stake for this. The first time you entered the house, when you saw the beauty, every other thing, humans fold up in there, looking at their faces and all, what one thing came to your mind? I'm going to knock off this guy, knock off that person, or I am the candidate for this.
Oh my goodness. I think when you're in the house, you just have different levels. There's different levels of phases that you go through. I mean, there is that phase where you feel like, okay, this person is my competition. Okay, this, I need to do that. But also you get to a point where you realize that you're your own competition, because you don't know what the world thinks. The people that are actually voting, you don't know what they think and what, as impressing them or not. Then you just realize that, you know what, just live your best life, and whatever comes out of it, we'll take it. At least you lived your best life. So I think that was like,
I think you lived your best life. I mean, you had a few entanglements, if you like. You have to get to a point where you have to manage your anger because people were just coming, and all of that. Yummy, and everybody in the picture. Were you at a point overwhelmed about what was going on there? You cheered up a few times and all.
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of overwhelming moments, because, you know, I always try to keep my head down and do what I'm supposed to do. Like, I stay in my lane. And, you know, some people can see that as maybe I think I'm better than everyone, or I don't like mingling with people, but I just see it as staying in my lane and doing what I need to do, even though I'll always be friendly to everyone. So I did not understand why I would find myself in certain situations, especially like unsettling or violent situation when I stay in my own lane, you see. So that bothers me, because then what is it that's left to do if I'm doing my own thing but I'm still bothered? Exactly. So I think that's when the overwhelming part will come. But other than that, I had understood the assignment. And
Did you have to fake any of the things you did in the house at any point in time, knowing very well that it's just a game?
I wouldn't say fake, but overlook.
Okay.
Like a few things I just had to overlook.
What instance readily comes to mind? I know it's been a while, but
yeah, it's been a minute.
Is that one typical thing that you did? You feel like, okay, well, this was just part of the game.
Just in general, right?
Okay.
There'll be times where I look at people and I'm just like, I don't know about this person. Like, the energy is just off, but not that you know anything specific about them or heard anything about them, but you just like the energy. Like, if I was outside, I wouldn't even be mingling or wouldn't be in the same space as this person. But because you're in the house and you understand it's a game, and you're just like, okay, let's go along with it. So I think that was the main thing, because I'm really all about energies, because I don't think you can solely rely on your intellect when it comes to people. You have to be able to read energies and vibe and stuff like that. So some of the people, I felt like the vibe wasn't really on the same wavelength as mine, but it was a game. And
who are these people that you had that sort of energy with? Anyone in particular?
I don't want to name people. Then
Blue.
Blue. We hardly had any interaction with her, so there isn't really much to say about her. I think we had a little thing at the beginning of the show, but other than that, I don't think. If you watch the show, you'd see I've never really spoke about her or much concern about her, unless it had to do with maybe a direct relationship that I had with the male housemates. But other than that, she was really just not. I don't think she bothered me that much.
She was the least of your worries at the time.
Yes. Honestly, because I understood the game she was playing, and I felt like there was bigger issues, you know what I mean, that I had to conquer, because it was just a guy between me and her, really, and that wasn't a problem. I already knew I could handle that. But there were other situations where there were people that really had something against me, but there wasn't really anything there. You see what I mean? Yes.
In terms of relationships, did you regret any of the approach you took in getting, it could be female, could be male, any of them that you regret and you felt like, I didn't really have to get into this?
Oh, well, I wouldn't say so. I really wouldn't say so, because I feel like every single thing, whether good or bad or negative or positive, that had taken place in the house contributed to my win, one way or another. You know what I mean? So if maybe I take away a few things and I start regretting certain things, maybe I wouldn't have came on top. You
were $100,000 rich.
Yes.
I envy you, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I do. You don't mind sharing, do you?
No, I don't mind at all. You know, let's just blow it up. Why not?
I know, right? I mean, yes, still, you're yet to actually get the money and all that. I know, obviously, it's going to come to you at the end of the day.
Yeah, actually.
I know it's a bit bothering, you know. I would have been in the same position. But
they're communicating, so I think that's good. They're communicating. I think that's what matters, because I'm not like chasing after them, but like they're communicating with me, and I think that's good enough. Especially now, I think it's the last days now, because we're approaching the 3rd month. So I think they're also maybe feeling some sort of pressure. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm talking about it. But, you know, I can see the movement is, and I'm just like, it's okay, guys. It's okay. As long as I get it. Like,
you're not worried about how they will feel you talking about it?
I'm not. No, I don't think so, because I feel that maybe if it was a problem, maybe they would have addressed it with me in the beginning when I first said it. But also, I mean, it's the truth. I don't think it should be bothering anyone. And I did say that the contract does say that you don't get it immediately. So no one is at fault yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you were just answering because you've been questioning them.
Yes.
So you've not really
if maybe we would have went in depth, then I would have explained that there's a lot of sponsorship involved. Like, the show has a lot of sponsors, and everyone needs to approve of the money that goes out and sponsorship and stuff like that. So it's a lot, you know. So I think that's why I'm also like understanding, but also I'm not gonna lie.
So money makes the world go round, obviously. It makes fine women want to look finer. I don't know in your case if you're thinking that, okay, so if I have the money, this is some of the things on my table that I want to do. Amongst the things on your table, and it's because it's been a topic of concern for young women, the idea that there has to be one way or the other a certain type of acceptance, and so let me enhance this part of my body or whatever it is to make sure I'm accepted in the society. Do you have intentions of making sure that, well, this part of my body, I think I can enhance it a bit to look some way, and right now that I have $100,000, why not? Let me just kick it in. Do you have that intention?
Honestly, I don't yet, because honestly, I don't think I've ever thought about that about my money. When I think about my money, I'm thinking about Good Deeds, which is my charity organization, and what I would like to do with it. At some point, I really wanted the entire money to just be donated to Good Deeds and see what we could do better. Because I really wanted, because, you know, right now we're helping, you know, with extreme poverty, so we try to assist there and there, but what I really want to do is community development. So bring sustainable development in communities across Africa. That is the goal. So that was my main idea when it comes to the money. Like, I really wanted to be invested in I never thought about, you know, there'll be few people approaching me. I don't even have to pay for things like that. I've had companies in Turkey, you know, approaching me and stuff like that. But I'm all about health and fitness. So I would never, you know, encourage such a thing. And if I believe that you can go to the gym and fix a few things, then I should be a role model for it.
So you don't blame those who intend or do that at all?
No. I would never judge, because people come across or face different circumstances. So it wouldn't be fair for me to judge or say anything. Absolutely. Yeah.
A few times in relation to that, there has been also the issue of women empowerment, which has been a bigger issue because women feel other women are becoming their enemies. I mean, I don't know what happens in South Africa, but here in Ghana, we have this idea, people say pulling down syndrome and all of that and all those things. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if it's one of the things that you look at sometimes, even especially when you're in the house, setting scenario that you feel like, why is this woman dragging me down? You know?
Yes.
How do you look at that picture?
You know, when it comes to women and the type of behavior that, and it's, the sad part is just, I don't know, it just comes natural. You know, I don't know, I don't think maybe it takes a specific type of person or it makes you the ugliest person to be like that. But I think it's just a matter of unlearning the culture because it's so normal. It feels that we were born with it. You know, women feel threatened by other women. And it's just so sad. When people talk about women empowerment, because you would even see the women who preaching women empowerment being the one also having issues in such areas, right? They would want to empower women, but they wouldn't want them to be better than them. You see what I mean? Because I've seen it with myself as well. You will come across maybe women within the industry and maybe they see the maybe struggles I went through and they try to encourage me. But the moment they see that, okay, I'm actually capable of being better than them and they see that, okay, she is coming in hard or they feel threatened, then they start acting a certain way. So you get my point. So it really, it's such a sensitive topic for me because I've really been in a situation where people say women empowerment, women, we must stand together. But the same people, you know, do the opposite. So I don't know. I'm yet to see, but to be fair, I've seen a few, but there's more of the bad ones than the good ones.
The good ones.
And since we're in the topic, I would really like to say that as women, let us realize that being in support of another woman does not take anything away from you. If God's grace has been poured on your head and you've been anointed for a certain journey, no amount of hate could take away that. So even if you feel threatened by the person and you don't want to help them, just know that there will be another person who will do that for them. So it could never take away the grace from them. So let us really try, because as much as we talk about feminism and all of that, we are still very much behind. There are those few women who have fought their way through and they remain our hope to pull us up.
Great.
Yes.
That's true. Now, all these experiences you've enumerated, especially in the house, has it added anything to you, the woman that you were after you came out?
Yes, of course it has. I think you go in that house a different person and you come out a different person. Because the main thing, I don't know about anyone else, but for me, I didn't intend to come out the same person anyways.
Okay.
I really, imagine being in a place for 3 months where you really have nothing much to do. So really you should be focusing on yourself. There was a lot of thinking, and I think I'm grateful that I was sort of isolated. Maybe no, let me not use the word isolated. Let me maybe say I spent a lot of time by myself. You know, I wasn't really part of any group or any alliance. So I think I'm grateful for that because I got to learn more about myself. I learned to be more patient with myself and others. Like I said, there'll be people where you feel some type of way about them, but you learn to be patient with them. Because when I left the house, really, I was, especially the people that I spent the last days with, I was really like, wow, you guys are actually nice people. It's just that...
How come we didn't see all of that?
Yeah, it's just that, you know, there's a lot happening, but you're not bad people. Even now, leaving the house and seeing the things that maybe others were said behind my back, I'm sure even them, they see certain things that I said about them behind their back, but I'm still able not to hold it against them. Just because people don't see me with people, it doesn't mean, you know. So I think that's just part of the journey where you learn that you'll be in certain situation where you should be less judgmental of others. Yeah.
Maybe we've also not seen you enough with Yemi Gregs. Maybe, I'm just saying. But how's it going? You're fine? Come on.
I love how you just like inserted that like smoothly.
I'm just interested because I feel you guys. Like I'm a big fan of you two. And it's because
you're a shipper.
Oh yeah. And it's because
he
of the
said,
way,
oh yeah, with this full chest.
No, you and Yemi were just, and it's because of the way you guys had that vibe.
Yeah.
You know, your stature, your everything, your conversations. You could both, you know, speak to each other like that and still come on your nerves and, you know, do what you got to do.
Yes.
I don't know how this is sailing, but we'll be disappointed in a way. No, come on now.
Oh my God.
How's it going? You guys cool?
We are cool as we can be. Because, you know, it was a rough situation because when he left the house, we were at a great place.
That's very true.
And then, like, because it was a game at the end of the day, a lot happened. And, I mean, we cannot expect the man to, like, even me, like, coming out of the house, I was like, I don't even know.
Different proposals will come through. I mean, obviously, shooters, everybody will come. You're a superstar. Apart from that, you're a beautiful woman. So that's also allowed, you know. But you could still, you know, keep it up if you want to. We're ready to ship. If I were shipping. But right now, you guys are deceiving us, so we don't know where we're going. But how's his end also going? He feels the same way you feel. Like, okay, we had that apart. And so we're hoping that we can still keep in touch, or he's just moved on. Do you have that signal?
No, we had a conversation when I came out of the house.
Okay.
And I think we ended up on the same page, which was, okay, it was really nice while it lasted, and it's sad it ended the way it did. Yeah. But we have this great opportunity that has been presented to both of us. Let's not now dwell on that. Yeah. Let's rather see what we could do, like, make the best out of the opportunity that's been given to us. So that basically means brand building. So that's really was the conversation.
I mean, I'm interested. Has there been a case or a situation where any other housemates, male, after the house, has approached you that, you know what, Yemi was not a good guy for you. I am the good guy. Now that we are out.
No, I mean, like within our set.
I mean, it could be any other person, but I'm just being specific on some names. But
within our set.
Exactly, because there are people who would look at you in the house and may not be able to approach, even though they feel they are the best guy. Now, after the house is an opportunity for them to say, okay, they're not shipping us, we thought. No. So let me just get in. I would have. But there hasn't been any of that.
No.
They're all outside people. Are we accepting them or we are refusing them?
No. Right now we are not accepting anything but money. You know what I
mean? So in that case, you're not in a relationship, or you are?
No. I'm not in a relationship.
You're not interested?
I said it when I left the house, and I don't know why people didn't believe it. I'm having a hard time, but I really want to focus on Khosi. I know that sounds so cliche, but think about it. You've been presented this opportunity, and you could literally become your best self.
Exactly.
So you really want to maybe put everything else on hold and see how you can use it to the fullest. Yeah. But I mean, also I know, I mean, I'm turning 26 this year, so I can't really relax
I'm just getting concerned. You know.
So don't worry, I'll jump back.
Okay, please let me know when you get there. Hello, I'm a shipper. Whoever comes to worship. Anyway, let me try and get some messages on Facebook. If you just joined us here on the show, Khosi is my guest, and she's an incredible human being. And for those of you out there, you know, who probably saw her differently on TV, if you look at her right now and you're a man, you fall. That I can guarantee you. But let's get some messages. Lorraine Ellie says, Akosia Kuto Khosi. They've given you a Ghanaian name.
Yes.
Akosia
Akoto Khosi.
Yeah.
Wow.
You like it? It sounds good, right?
It does.
AAK.
Because they've been saying it, but I don't get it. But now that I'm reading it, Akoto.
So you're living here as Akosia Khosi.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Nana Masika says, so beautiful indeed, she is. Brandon Chidonko says, good to you, Khosi. I think I'm the only one who doesn't know why you are called King Cosi. You mind giving me the backstory? Okay.
Okay.
The king, eh?
Yes, King K.
The woman king.
Yes. Even me, I was confused, just like her. But apparently, Big Brother gave me the name. The last words. Actually, what I remember when they said the last words. You know, like how he gave us like a short speech. But actually, I remember during my diary session, Big Brother said, "I said, it's a jungle out there." And I'm ready to conquer it or something like that. Yeah. And he said, if the world's a jungle, then you're a king. Yeah. So I think that's where then it started. And then when he was giving me the last
closure,
thingy, he said King Cosi. And I think that's just where Cosi were like, yes!
Man, so the king. Now, this one says Marco Cesani. Okay, we got in there. Yeah, we got in there. Escola Bay says King Cosi. Okay, so the King Cosi starts coming in now. Lane Fiadepa says K. Obviously King Cosi.
Yeah.
And she comes back and added to it. We would have come to fight you if you never did. King of Queens, Cosi Chwala. Bernard Giddy says, wow, what a gorgeous lady. Please, I'd like to be friends with her. It can only be friends, nothing more, as stated. Okay, so the heart emoji flowing for you as well. Sheila Kokusiawa says, the woman king. I just said that, yeah. Wow, what a gorgeous lady. Please, I would like to be friends with her. I already said that. Yeah, you can, but it's friends.
They say go and follow her on IG.
On IG, okay. Please go and follow her. Flora Ifia says, mother.
Yeah.
And you can see that. Yeah, so much love. Esther Prevaila says, the woman king looks so good. Indeed, she looks so good. Bridget Mungani says, the queen mother, woman king, Makosasani. Wow, what a gorgeous lady. Please, I like, okay. Let me go. Please follow her.
I love how the Cosi Rains are recruiting followers for me.
You know,
they just recruiting followers.
They shouldn't hear me now because,
How did we end back there?
So others can get a space. You know, so others can get a space. Do you have any more messages before we continue? If we don't, okay. Komoni's, this one, Joy.
Komani. Yes, that's a sheep that I'm on. That's the sheep I'm on.
They gave you.
Yes.
That's the new one. That represents the money.
Not Koyemi. You are a Koyemi sheeper. We are Komani.
They didn't give me the memo for this one, so it's not accepted. What we know is the one we know. Mucha Muzad says, Khosi, when are you coming to visit us in London? Oh, she plans to. Don't worry, she'll give you details on that. Yeah, Queen Lydia says, interesting interaction. Thank you. That's my winner right there. Of course. It can only be the king. Okay, so let me get it. Khosi, I love you so much. Doris Alco comes through with that. Ivy Jones says, much love from Zambia. Khosi, I love you so much. Okay, so the Zambians are watching and they are excited at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so does it really have a special meaning, Makosazani?
Yes. So Makosazane, obviously, that's Khosi for short.
Okay.
Right. It means princess or the first daughter of the family. My parents had 5 boys, and then I was like the 6th girl. Yes. So
you were king already before you were even Big Brother noticed. Big Brother was late.
Yeah, so that's how the name came by. And what makes it more special is that each generation, the first daughter is named Makosazan. So there's a Makosazan on the previous generation, and the previous generation, and the previous generation. So it was quite interesting. Yeah, it's a very special name.
Yeah, that's a very special name you're holding right there.
Yeah.
Do you sometimes feel the impact it reflects when you get to spaces?
Absolutely. Funny enough, I didn't like it.
You didn't like the name?
I didn't like it because it's an old name. You know, like it's an old name. In class when I was in primary school, people were like, the other kids, they were like, oh, you have my grandmother's name. Yes, it's
an old name.
It's an old name. So, I mean, once I understood the meaning of it and how powerful it was,
exactly,
I fell in love with it.
But you never had intention of changing it at a point?
Yes, I did. When I was like 16, 17, I was like, when I get my ID, I'm going to call myself Princess. You know what I mean? Because it means the same thing anyway. So, but then, I mean, I thank God that I realized the meaning of it, because sometimes I'll be at certain places and they'll be like, Marcos, wow, that's a beautiful name. What does it mean? And I think that's how I slowly, the more I explained it to people, the more I liked it. Yes. So now I'm just like, yes. And it's my only name anyway, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see. Let's see some comments. Pauline Leclerc says that, love you so much, Khosi. And Dudu Mbatha says that, King Cosi. Doric says, I love you so much. King Flora Fiera Epperson says, King of the Jungle.
Yeah.
So it's beginning to make sense right now. Like, we understood this, right?
Yeah.
Good stuff right there. Anyway, so in no particular order, randomly, I want you to do this for me. So if you're supposed to shoot, and I'm looking at the males, right? If you're supposed to shoot one male in the house, who would it be?
First of all, why are we shooting people?
Okay, so we're just trying to see how much you love and hated some people in the house. Straightforward like that. So your own imagination. It could be any other guy. If you're supposed to shoot one man in the house, who would that be? There are follow-up questions. So just choose one person. Let's go.
I mean, I didn't hate anyone to that extent that I would want to shoot
Well, but
them.
if you feel that, okay, I'm giving the chance to gun down this person, who would that be? Maybe the person was on your nerves.
No one was worth even dying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't, like, it's either...
Literally, okay.
You know, with
Don't
me...
kill anybody.
With me, it's either I like you or I don't care about you.
Okay.
Like, whatever you do does not concern me.
Okay.
So it's like you're non-existing anyway. So,
Okay. So it was good for the guys. If you're supposed to have a one-night stand with other guys, who would it be?
Ha.
I'll say ha. The other questions coming, so who would that be?
Ha.
You're still saying ha. And this dispensation.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm asking.
Remember, we said we're trying to move on and find new suitors. How am I going to find new suitors if you keep dragging me?
No, let's go back to the house for a minute. We'll leave there very soon.
I don't know.
You never felt like that for any of them?
No. Because you know what? Maybe, I don't know. You outside now, there's just so much more. There's so many fish in the sea. Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually don't do one-night stand. I've never had a one-night stand.
I know, we're assuming. You're a king. I don't want to have your problems, please. Now, who would you take to mama? Which of the guys would you?
To meet
if you're supposed to take that person to your parents, who would that be?
I'll take Miracle. Because my mom already likes Miracle.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Guys, now we know where we're going all this while. Miracle is the miracle we've been looking for.
Yeah.
Oh, why? Any special reason they love him?
I think they felt that he was there for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he had his moments where he's just like, oh, Miracle. But at the end of the day, I mean, I called that man. I didn't even know that people were imitating like how I call him. Like, you know, like, Miracle. Like everywhere I'm at, I'm calling whatever I need. I need someone to put on shoes or I'm hungry. You know, like I bothered that man. And he had no problem with it. So I think they appreciated that.
You guys talk? You have?
Yes.
Is it the closest amongst the housemates now?
He's one of the closest.
Yeah, who's the closest?
Marvin. Marvin. But I think it's mainly because we're business partners.
You still are?
Yes, we're business partners. We just launched a gym app, I think 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, that's exciting. Yeah, so I think that's why we're closest, because we work together. He came to South Africa and we spent a lot of time together. A lot of days and nights together. So I think that's why we then grew closer. He was supposed to even come with me to Ghana.
That would have been good. Anyway, life with the big brother, how's it going? Any other projects you're working on you want us to know?
Yeah, there's a lot. Like I said, I mentioned Good Deeds, that I really wanted to grow and be a solid, big NGO that partners with other big NGOs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Active Lifestyle, it's a new organization. Well, I mean, I tried working on it before going to the house, but now it's taking some shape. We have an app for exercising. You know what I mean? It's like having a coach on your pockets. Whatever you want to do, whether you want to gain weight, lose weight, you want to round nice, behind or snatch waist. We have program for all of that. Even nutrition, when it comes to diet, we have programs for that as well.
Okay.
On the other hand, it also comes with gym apparel for ladies only for now.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's what you're working on now. Anyway, I never wanted to, but I'm losing time. Just like you want people to lose weight and come to you. So we have to end here, but it's been an insightful conversation with you. Really appreciate that you came through. We wish you the very best. You're a king. Be the king you have to be, because we'll be watching you. If it comes to any shipping, we'll be here to do our bit for you as well.
Oh.
Why am I so interested in that anyway?
I wonder.
Then let's get into the Wonderland then. Anyway, that's the king herself this morning, spending some time with us. Khosi has been here. She spent some very good time with us. Please go on the social media and follow her. And don't forget that she'll be giving you updates, on some of the things that she'll be doing over there as well. So do well to go. Now, a very big birthday going out to you, son guy over here. Bright, it's your birthday. And we celebrate you. Okay, see Bright, doing the usually when I come up in the morning, I'm so angry. I'm so angry with myself, waking up at 4 a.m. and still coming to do this, and you'll be looking like, guy, we gotta go, let's do this. All right, so that's Bright over there. Bro, we love you. Happy birthday going out to you, and many thanks going out to you, House of Sedem of House of Sedem, for giving me this outfit. Everybody loves it, and I'm grateful. Thank you so much. You can find them on social media, House_of_Sedem, and check out. It's a beautiful outfit. I love it. Don't you love it?
Oh, I was about to say that.
You're going when? I'll make you one before you go.
Hey, tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, let me see if I can do some magic for you.
Hey!
You need to represent us in South Africa. Guys, that'll be our conversation for, this morning here with Khosi. There's still more coming up. And, you need to make sure you tune in to Joy Prime. Enjoy the very best of our programs. And God willing, we'll be back tomorrow to wrap it all up for the week. Until then, my name is KMJ, Rosalind Felly, and of course, Esiedua, the Golden Girl, are my queens on this show. Tomorrow we're back. Make sure you tune in. Until then, thanks for watching.